This video dwells with one of the more important results from two-dimensional stuff, something called the range equation. As a reminder, we had talked about that if you just take any random angles and keep firing them at the same launch speed, you'll find that 45 gives the maximum range, the furthest you can go. Intuitively, that came from two things. At shallow angles, the object moves over quickly but has very little time to spend in the air. But at steep angles, the projectile is in the air for a very long time but hardly moves over at all, and in both cases we get very little range. So the optimal angle would have the compromise between those two, and 45 has those two components equal to each other and therefore is the optimal angle. We can actually prove this. If we remember that it's going to land back on the ground, so that we have that y final is y initial plus VIY delta t plus 1/2 AY delta t square, and we put in our particular values, we end up getting something like this. And we had solved for this earlier, that the time of flight ends up being twice VI sine theta over g. All right, just grind that out. And then if we go over here and we say, well, what is the range? The range is the initial velocity in the x times that time, but the initial velocity in the x was VI cos theta, and we just said that time. When we combine these things, we get VI squared over g times something which is 2 sine theta cos theta. And in your trig classes, hopefully at some point you've learned about trig identities, and maybe the most useful one of them is that we know that this is actually something special. It's sine of twice the angle. So if we were evaluating here, we have to make sure to double the angle before we put it into the sine function. Alright, this thing is called the range equation. It tells us how far a projectile will land on level ground after being fired with a muzzle speed VI and a launch speed theta. For instance, if you remember, Ophelia's kick had VI equals 25 meters per second and theta equals 22. So the range equation says that we should have 25 meters per second quantity squared over 9.8 meters per second squared times the sine of 2 times 22. This apparently turns out to be, oops, there's definitely an error here, but 63.78 meters, not meters per second, times sine of 44, which is 44.3, which you might remember is what we had before. Quick example, American football is kicked at 32 meters per second at a launch angle of 67 degrees. What is this range in meters? Here's our formula. Take a few seconds to get yourself an answer. This is really just plug and chug. We put in our 32 and we square it over the 9.8. 9.8 really probably better. Sine of 2 times 67, which is 134. And then we get 75.2 meters. Some implications. The maximum range does occur when theta equals 45 because sine is maximized when its argument is 90. So if we want 2 theta to be 90, then theta should be 45. Next, the range for complementary angles is the same because sine of 2 theta is the same as sine of 2 times 90 minus theta. So for instance, 30 and 60 have the same range. 35 and 55 have the same range. And the range depends on local freefall constant, such that if you were to double g, you would have r. Not surprisingly. The stronger gravity, the faster you're pulled back to the Earth, and therefore the less distance you gain. For instance, since g on the moon is about 1/6 of g on Earth, balls hit on the moon with the same identical strength and angle would go about 6 times further. Although that's not actually what happened when they did it, because it's not that easy to hit it with identical strength. So, what is the maximum range in meters for a projectile who has a muzzle speed of 20 meters per second? This is really, again, plug and chug. R equals VI squared over G sine 2 theta. But the maximum means that this is going to be 45. So this is just VI squared over G. And we just put in our numbers. 20 meters per second quantity squared over 9.8 meters per second squared. 40.8 meters. Next, for a muzzle speed of 20 meters per second, what is the largest angle in degrees that can hit a target at 20 meters? 25. So, quick sketch. We're doing this, and we're saying we're firing, and it lands. We want this to be 25 meters. Given that this is 20 meters per second, and we have some angle, theta, which I don't know. So, we say the range is VI squared over G sine 2 theta. So 25 meters equals 20 meters per second quantity squared over 9.8 meters per second square sine 2 theta. Which is, after all, 40.8 meters sine 2 theta. We got that from the time before. So that means that sine of 2 theta has to be 25 meters over 40.8 meters, or 0.613. Applying inverse sine to both sides, inverse sine of 2 theta is inverse sine of 0.613. So 2 theta is 37.8. So theta is 1/2 of that, which is 18.9. But that's actually not the correct answer because that's a low angle. We also know the complement would hit that, which I might call theta star, which is 90 minus theta, also hits there. That's 71.1 degrees. And that's the largest angle that could hit it. And then anything in between theoretically could if we adjust the speed a little bit.